How's it going, everybody? Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. As you can see, I'm in the bottom left of the screen, and we're going to be watching some GoPro footage here. I'm going to do a race analysis series, so I'm just going to kind of go over the race, see what I was thinking, or at least tell you what I was thinking, kind of look at what was going on in the race, see what the problems were, and maybe how we can improve on it, and hopefully it will, one, help me, but also help you in the process. Today's video is really bad, just FYI. It wasn't in super view, it was in linear because I was doing some B-roll footage and forgot to change it over. So we're not going to have the best looking video. And that's kind of why I didn't want to post a separate video of the race run, because it's almost unwatchable in some senses, but I figured we're just going to tackle it anyway. Good. So
I've seen people with the full foam.
Yeah.
You like the little...
These don't really work either.
They don't.
Okay, so Glenn was actually talking about the fuzzies on the camera. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have a little bit of some fuzzies over the mic, and they don't really work the best. It's just whatever. I'll try to figure out some better way. Well, let's just skip ahead to the beginning.
Yeah,
and we kind of talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, I like to wear it on my helmet, but I hate wearing chest mounts, but I just was like, I don't feel good and I don't want to push too hard today, so I'm forcing myself to wear a half shell.
Okay. But there's something to that. You know, I don't have that the security of the face mask, so.
Yeah, so when he was talking about there is, I was telling him that I just wore a half shell. And the reason why I did it, because I wasn't feeling good, I had allergies, and I knew this prior to the race, and I knew, okay, it's only a $15 race. It doesn't matter if I do bad or good. It's just for fun and good training. But I didn't want to risk anything when I know I wasn't feeling good. So I purposely put on a half shell to kind of mitigate, okay, let's just charge hard. Because usually when I put on a full face, I'm like, all right, we're going balls to the wall. But yeah, didn't do that today, which was good.
3, 2, go Tyler.
Okay, so now you're going to see the horrible quality of this video coming up. Yeah, it's a little sickening, I won't lie. But yeah, we got a good start. Kind of started just pedaling out of the gate. Try to keep a little bit of a flow. Oh, it's a little sickening to watch on like a full screen. Okay, so we went there. We went a little wide on that jump, so you just kind of keep that speed up. Same here, just try to keep speed in that corner. I opted for doing the jump here because it saves a little bit of a time trying to go around that trail. Okay, and so I want to take the first pause right here. This is the start of the pedally section, so all the cross-country bit. We're at time marker 125, so I'm going to go all the way to the apex of the corner where it kind of ends the pedally section, because you can pretty much full sprint that whole section. And, I mean, I did not. I put up the seat, sat down.
Break. Not really feeling good today.
So pretty much knew right there and then I wasn't already feeling good, and I was feeling terrible, like a ton of crap in my lungs. It was already knives. So you can pretty much pedal all the way up to here. So that was around 150. So what was that? What did I say? It was 125. So it was 25 seconds to get to that point. And usually you can sprint that pretty hardcore and just kind of just don't care. It's the cross country section. That was where a lot of time you could make up. I could probably say I lost 5 to 10 seconds there easily. Since I wasn't really trying, I was literally just in seated position, just pedaling normal cadence, just trying to get a little bit of a rest because the knives were hurting in my chest pretty bad. And we go into the Mullet DH section of Strava segment. This corner was getting really blown out, so I wanted to make sure it was safe. Got some hecklers. Oh, yeah, that guy was super loud. It was hilarious. Took that section really good. It was getting blown out. Took the optional little speedy jumps. Came in here. I came into this whole section knowing I was pretty tanked, and I didn't really want to give too much effort, because I usually would come into... Here, we'll back it up a little bit. So we come out of these jumps. Usually right after that, I would put some pedal strokes in just to get a little more speed carrying into this section, drop down, and then cut into that. And I would put a couple more pedal strokes just to get over this one a little easier. But you can see I kind of just floated that one and kind of cased the rear end. So I was definitely tired, and I wasn't putting in any extra pedal strokes where I needed to. I didn't even lean into that corner. Put in some strokes there, which was good. Scented for the hecklers. And then coasted this whole way. I could have been putting strokes in here, didn't do that. You can hear my hub. Kind of just tucked through here. Right there, I downshifted. Right about, right here. So I knew I was coming into that corner and it was really blown out. I did one little practice run and it got even worse from yesterday. So I put on the downshift to get a little bit extra sprinting ability out of this corner. It was pretty holy. I felt like I took it pretty well. Ooh. That got really dusty, and so like, you can see how it's going. I can barely read that, but I think it says 15.7 through here. We'll see if we can get a little clearer shot. Well, like I said, taking a breather. Yeah, around, I can barely read that. It says like 16. So that's kind of what I was hoping for. Yeah, it looks a lot slower than it really is. But still, it's not too fast. But so yeah, 16 over the bridge. Just put the seat back down right here. Took this corner not as well as I wanted. Right there, I wanted to... I usually take that and then either go up high or inside. And you literally see me just tired as heck, just go straight over the rocks. That sucked up a lot of speed. And I took that pretty well. Wasn't too mad about that. These corners I was absolutely toasted. Alright, case those jumps a little bit. Kind of expected that. Dead. Hit that corner a lot better than I did in the preview. Those guys are stoked. I pedaled hard on this thing. I was just like, go for it, pedal. Flap that corner. These corners alright, I guess, but I couldn't even pop over that. Like, my body was just so weak. Might not sound like I was dying, but I guarantee you I was. It wasn't like I was overexerting in like the like super like ultra hard breathing, like you're like at 190 beats per minute. But it was just the knives, and you're just felt so bad. Took that section a little slow. Let's actually go rewatch that. So actually go a little further back. So I took this good. And you hear me cough there, like I was just toasted. And when I went over that, usually I would just like kind of double into that. And I wanted to take the right side. That was going to definitely be the faster line, especially since this up ahead was getting super blown out. And so I kind of got a really weird line into this. Took that pretty slow. Not on line at all. Just kind of didn't have the speed. Especially through here, did not have the speed through here. And I had a downshift right there. Get a little bit more torque. And into here was a little awkward and slow. That's where I have a photo from. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. Yeah, taking this slow. Oh, there's Hannah. Hi, Hannah. I want to watch that again. That was really bad. Just to say the least. You're coming into this. I just didn't have, yeah. You can just see the energy's just not there. And then going through here, I just didn't really let off the brakes too much. I know I was hovering over them too much. And then through here, I wanted to make sure I came in a little slower. So if you look at coming through here, I'm obviously trying to keep up a little higher to the left so I can get into that corner a little harder. But it was getting insanely blown out. So like looking in front of my GPS, there's just this huge drop off, and then it kind of gets a little chundery, and then you have to just rail that corner. I wanted to be a little safer on that just because it was flat. I feel like I did pretty good. And then I came through this section pretty hot. I was really happy with this. That was really good. And then came through here pretty decently. Whoever that is, please send me the video. I would be thankful. So let's go back. Watch through. There we go. Thank you, hecklers, for coming out. It helped. That actually helped a lot. That gave me some motivation to just kind of keep going. Oh, okay. So some stupid GoPros now force you to like split files, and it's annoying. All right, so I was absolutely beat here. Right here, I hear the hecklers. These guys are like, good. Oh, there's Cal. So I was like, thanks, buddy. Thank you. Clip something right there. And right about here is where I blacked out. Like everything just went like super hazy. So I wanted to hit this double, but I didn't. So we'll watch that in full motion, kind of how it came out. Oh, crap. There we go. So I kind of pedal through here. Slap that. And then I just like, I lost full like awareness. You see me trying to pedal a couple times, and I'm like, nope, I don't really have it. And then kind of hear all the hecklers, and I'm like, oh, I'm at the finish. Pedaled in, and then that was kind of it. Now you can definitely hear the breathing, skip ahead, and me actually just collapsing. It was rough, but I had a lot of fun. So yeah, that was the race. I feel like these are going to be really good to just do for just myself, just to go rewatch and learn from. I know endurance is one thing I'm going to definitely be working on. Yeah, allergies had a play in it, but I can definitely tell my endurance is not there, or at least where I want it to be. So going forward into the next week, I think getting in a couple interval sessions that really focus on VO2 max is something I'm going to focus on, and just start building up that endurance. If you like that, definitely this is the time to promote liking and subscribing and commenting on these videos, because I actually do want to know if you guys like to see these and like how you want to see it structured, or any other advice you want to hear. So yeah, leave me some notes. Glad to do them, and it's pretty fun. So thank you guys. Hey, have a good one, and we'll see you at the next race.